Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. This is the class where we fuse together several styles of mind body work. We start with Tai Chi to really ground and center, to start to warm up the body and really to come into this place, to remove all distractions and prepare to work out for you. Then we move into barre work, and this is derived from some ballet. You don't need to have taken ballet to feel comfortable with barre. I'll give you all the tools you need and introduce all of the movements and all of the lower body and upper body positions. We also add Pilates, and Pilates is really important for stabilization of the core and really strengthening around the spine. We finish with a little bit of yoga to stretch out. Our theme of the month is strengthen, lengthen, and stabilize. So we're strengthening the muscles, we're lengthening to maintain range of motion and flexibility, and we're stabilizing to keep that really strong midsection and back. Really helps us to keep our posture and strength of our entire body. So let's start with some Tai Chi. And some of you might not have done the pose we're working on today is called Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. So I'm going to break it down a little bit. It's been a while since we've done that form. So we'll not worry about the legs too much right at the beginning. So let's just bring your feet a little wider than hips distance apart and slightly turn your toes out. Lengthen your spine. Shoulders are back. Take your right hand to form a little top of a ball on top and your left hand underneath. This is called right ball because our right hand is on top. So we'll turn slightly to the right and slightly to the left, just maintaining that right ball position. Right side and left side. One more. Rotating on your axis. Now when we come to the left side, let's just switch your hands. Now your left hand is on top. You're in left ball. Rotate to the right side. Rotate to the left. Now your ball can be any size. You can keep it small right in here, or you can expand it a little bit more. Hips are nice and stable. Come to the right side. Switch back to right ball. So with the arms, we're just going to worry about the right hand for now. So relax the left. We'll turn to the left and press that hand up. Then bring it across the body. Come down underneath. And we'll do the same thing with the left arm. Bring it across the body. Press and across and underneath. Right side, pressing up on the diagonal. Bring it across and underneath. Left side. So it's almost like you're making a little S curve. Right side. Left side. One more each side. Then come to right ball. Now I'm going to add both arms in. So as we turn, we press both hands up. Now your left hand is on top. Sweep both hands across. Right hand comes underneath. Now you're in left ball. Turn, press up. Both hands come across. Right hand on top. Rotate, press. Come across. Left hand on top. Press both up. Come across. Right hand on top. Let's do 2 more each side. Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. Left ball. Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. Right ball. 1 more each side. The hands switch as they move past each other. Left ball. Press up, Fair Lady. Right ball. All right, let's add a little bit with the legs, not the full form. Tap your left foot in, so we're in right ball. As you rotate, step out into Fair Lady, and then shift your body weight as you come across. And then step into left ball, your right foot taps. Preload, step out, press up, shift your body weight, step into right ball. Good, rotate. Step out, shift body weight side to side, step into left ball, left hand on top. So if you have a little small space at home, you can do this form just like this so you don't travel forward. But the form does travel. So let's do 1 more. And then if you've got some space in front of you, I'm going to back up quite a bit. I'm going to move toward you to add the footwork of the form. So we rotate right, step out with that left heel, press up, Fair Lady, shift your body weight and pivot your foot up off the floor, your toes. Step into left ball, preload, step out on the diagonal, press up, shift your body weight, pulling up the right toes, step into right ball. So as I've given you a progression breakdown, you can do any of these movements if you're not ready for the full form. Finish into right ball. Let's do it again. I'll back up. Right ball, right hand on top. We always prepare to the right. And as we step out with the heel, the hands switch, press up to Fair Lady, pivot, lifting the left heel up, come into left ball. We tap the right foot, rotate. Step out right, press up, Fair Lady. Let your arms come across as you pick up the toes, pivoting on the heel, right ball, preload. This is a fairly complex form, but it starts to flow really nicely. All right, I'll back up. We'll do the form 1 more time, twice on each side. Right ball, preload. Step out left, your heel strikes first. Press the hands up. Shift the arms across as you pick up the left toes, pivoting, step into left ball. Preload. Step out with the heel. Fair Lady Works the Shuttles. Right ball. 1 more time each side. Step into your right ball. Step the left foot out, hands to the shoulders as we close our form. Brush the hands forward. Lower the hands down. Step the right foot in and walk backward into position. All right, we'll move into ballet barre. You might need a chair in a little bit for some balance, but we'll start with feet in second position, wide plie. Hands are down in front of your body. So this is called first with the hands here. And we'll raise up on the toes and down, up on the toes and down. So if you're needing your chair for balance, you're just going to place your hands right on top of the chair as we work through the ankles. Nice and long through the spine. Now we'll add one arm at a time, raising up, up. This is fourth position ballet arms with one arm up, one arm in front of the navel. So if you need your chair, your hands are on your chair and you're just picking one hand off of the chair at a time. Let's get 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Close your feet into first position, toes turned out. Hands are low. This is prep position, or a little higher first position. Right foot, plie, close to first. Plie, close to first. We'll add the right arm opening, out and in, out and in. Nice and long through the spine. So we're working our quadriceps, our glutes, little bit of outer thigh, inner thigh. No arms, just 4 more. 4, 3. Little softness through your elbows. Step out the other side. Out, close to first. So I'm bringing my heels to touch each time. Arms come up a little higher. Open that left arm. Out, close first. So you get to pick how far you step out and how much you bend your knees. If it's just small, it's called the demi-plie, small plie. If you make it bigger and come down low, it's the grand plie, little bigger. 4, 3, 2. Let's alternate right and left. Right, close first. Left, close first. If your shoulders are getting tired, you bring this to prep position. You can open out to the side. You can also present the arm to the front as you step out. At any height, maybe choosing all the way up. 4 more each side. Our heart rate is slightly elevating. 3 more. 2. 1 more each side. 1 and 1. Close. Good. Okay, I'm going to need my chair here for a little bit of help with balance. I'm just going to slide it off toward my right hand. Bring your feet to first position. The releve is to come up and down. So let's do a small V and keep the entire legs tight together as we lift up and down. Nice job. This arm, hand can be at the hip. We can be in prep position first, maybe open to second or up. Now squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your glutes. Pull the core in tight and find really good posture. 3 more. 2 and 1, lower down. Now this left leg, we're going to introduce a new exercise we haven't done. It's called the passe. So your toe slides up, down, slides up, and your knee is facing at any angle that's comfortable for you. So I have pretty tight hips, so my knee is on a good angle. If you're a little bit more open to your hips, your knee might be able to point more out to the side. So I want you to do this passe at any pace. This is level 1. Keep your pelvis really tight. Level 2, as you lift the knee and do your passe, you're going to releve up on the right foot. Up, up. So we're combining the passe on the left foot with the releve on the right. This is fairly challenging because we're doing a single leg calf raise with all of your body weight. 8, 7, 6. You can also slow it down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Great. All right, switch sides. I'm moving my chair to the other direction so I can use my left hand for balance. First position. Nice tall through the spine. Let's just releve both feet. Up, down, up, down. So there's 2 ways we can do this first position releve. We can keep our heels together with a tiny turn out of our feet, or we can open our toes a little wider, and as we lift, the heels can come away from each other. So they're both correct as long as you have control in your ankles. Good. 6 more. Nice job. 5. These releves are so important to strengthening the lower leg to help our ankle strength and for balance. All right, right leg, passe, down, passe, and just check to make sure your hips are pointing straight forward. So sometimes we want to go like that so that we can keep our hips facing the knee. But the knee is open, the hips are forward. Maybe you're keeping your big toe attached to your inner thigh. Arms are wherever you feel comfortable. Just a light touch on that chair for balance. All right, are you ready to add the releve, lifting up on the ball of the foot? Up, up, up. Excellent. We don't have to be ballet dancers to do these exercises. They're so beneficial for our entire population. Such good exercises for strengthening and for posture. Keep it going. If that left lower leg gets tired, just do the passe or back to both legs releve. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6. You choose the arm position. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, we need a little stretch for our calves now. So I'm just going to use my chair. You can use a wall also. Step your right foot straight back. Let that heel drop and keep your back toe facing directly parallel, your back foot. So we'll do some slow dynamic stretches. So lift and press. Lift and press. Just 2 more. Up. Press that heel 1 more time. Lift and press and hold. So back leg should be really straight if you can manage that and really stretch that muscle out. With length comes strength. All right, let's switch our feet. Press the left foot straight back. Make sure your toe's not turned out because then you'll lose the stretch. So keep that foot pointing straight ahead. Pull your abs in. Shoulders are down, always working good posture. Add the dynamic. Come up and down. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. This should be a feel-good stretch. 1 more. Up and down, hold. All right, the chair can come out of the way. We need a heavy set of weights and a light set. Taking your heavies first. Now bring your right foot slightly forward, your left ball of the foot slightly back. Bend your knees so we're in that little bit of a split squat position. Weights come down toward your knees. So this is our start position. Let's pull back, down, back, down. I'm going to show you the side view here as you keep going. So notice the back heel is lifted. Both knees are bent. Upper body slightly forward as we pull those weights back into our row. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Your back foot is going to come forward and lift the knee up into single leg stance. Bicep, hold right here. So we're staying still. Then we can add some small movement. Now, if you need to have your big toe down on the floor, just a little help for balance, be sure to do that. We're working in the mid-range of the biceps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your arms down. Now your left leg is in front on the floor. Your right foot steps back on the ball of the foot. Come into our position. Whenever you're ready, pull back, row. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Good. We're strengthening the upper back for good posture. Strengthening the core. And that left foot for you in front. We're working that quad and glute isometrically. Elbows are going straight back on this exercise. Back. 10 more to finish this side of rows. Exhale. 8, 7. You can also pick your own tempo. Controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we rise up. The back foot, which is your right foot, comes forward into single leg stance. So maybe this is all you're doing, just working on balance. Or we can bend those elbows. You can hold nice and still. Or if you need to hold onto your chair, set one weight down. Bicep, bicep. Big toe can also find the floor right in front of you to help you stabilize. Zip up those abdominals, everybody. Keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's a challenge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, release. Okay, lightweight. So I'm going way down in resistance to my 3-pounders. So we just did a lot of bicep work and upper back. Now we'll work on triceps a little bit and shoulders. Bring your feet tight together or slightly separated. We'll sit down into a squat as we bring the arms forward and come back up, down, up. So you get to pick the range you're lifting your arms. I'm keeping it fairly low right now, but you can also bring it up a little bit higher, maybe up here to shoulder height. Let your body be your guide for your range of motion. 2 more. Last one, we hold down at the bottom. Now with these arms, just like the bicep, we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. So hopefully your weight is light enough to do this with straight arms. But if you need to bend your elbows, this is okay also. So our class theme is strengthen, lengthen, and stabilize. We're stabilizing through our lower body, our legs, our abdominals, lengthening the arms out in front of us, and strengthening through a pain-free range of motion. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those arms as you stand up. Take a backward shoulder roll. Hold. Let's come back into our squat. Same exercise. Down and up and down and up. One more. Hold it at the bottom. Now keep your squat, but bring your hands back behind you, whatever your comfortable range of motion is. Really open up your shoulders, and we'll do a little pedaling action behind you. Back, back. Oh, we're lengthening through the chest, lengthening through the fronts of the shoulders as we're strengthening the back of the arm and the tricep, stabilizing through the legs and through the abdominals. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those arms down, rise back up, roll your shoulders back. Excellent. Step out into a wide second position. Bend your knees any amount to come into plie. Now we'll bring the weights in front. This is option 1. We come up, up, up. So it's a nice little upright row. Option 2, both hands are here, and it's up, up, up. Now notice I'm not coming into full extension, but you certainly can, but I'm finding what I call the working zone. Because when your arm extends all the way up, you're not necessarily working everything, but if you have that bend in your elbows, you still have some engagement on all the muscles. Zip up your abs, your legs, and your core are your stabilizers. Shoulders and triceps working. Keep going, choosing your option that works best for your shoulders. If you're doing the upright row, your weights are coming right up the front of your body, not lifting those elbows too high. We're almost finished with this set. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that arm, press up out of the legs, roll the shoulder blades back. Bring the weights right in front of you. So I have my elbows bent about 90 degrees. Start to open the arms out and then rotate. So we're in goalpost position. Notice my elbows are a little bit lower than my shoulders. Then as you close your hands together, they come back in front of the belly. This is called the rotator raise. So we open out, then we rotate, then we lower and close in. Out, rotate. So try to go a little slower on this exercise to get it, to make sure it feels okay for you. Then I'm going to add the plie as the hands are closing into each other. We come down, up, and down. Now make sure you're not bending over on this exercise. The plie, the back stays straight up and down as much as possible. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Close, hold your plie and pulse, pulse, pulse. Small movement, abs are engaged. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way up. Lower your arms by your side. Step your feet back into first position. Nice job. We have some mat Pilates. So I want you to keep your hand weights close by so you can decide which choice that you'd like. We are going to first start from our hands and knees for bird dog. So I have a little bit of padding for my knees. With bird dog, we're working our tricep again with some kickbacks. So let's come down to hands and knees. We'll take this light weight into your right hand. Bring your elbow up so your upper arm is level with the floor. We straighten and bend a little. Straighten, bend a little bit. So notice I'm not swinging the weight all the way forward toward my shoulder and throwing it back. Tiny range of motion. Option, send your left leg back, so now you're in spinal balance. Back foot can be flexed or pointed. Or you can flex, point. That's a lot going on, but it's really good for our brain. This is mind-body blend. So we are not going through the motions in this class. We're really highly concentrating. Lots of control. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep that left leg extended out. Set your weight down on the mat and bring that arm forward. We're coming into the bird dog. We'll bring the elbow to knee, close together, then send out and reach. Exhale, close together. Inhale, out and reach. 3 more. And 2. One more. Reach out, hold. Take the leg and arm on the diagonal. Stay there. 8, 7, 6. This is your stabilization. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back to hands and knees. Switching to the left arm. I'm going to spin around so you can see that side of my body. Left hand, we bring the elbow up so the upper arm's level with the floor, and we straighten and bend a little. Straighten, bend a little. So it's really important that we're not moving the upper arm down and up as we're doing this. So this part of your arm is stable. We're using the shoulder to create stabilization while we're firing that tricep. Option, right leg goes back, flex, point, flex, point. If your brain's not okay with adding that in, don't add it. Just work on the arm. Check to make sure your shoulders are down. They're not up by your ears. Your pelvis and your shoulder girdle are level across. 5 more. Should really be feeling that tricep heating up. 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg behind you as you set your weight down and bring your arm forward. Stretch the arm and the leg away from each other. Then bring the elbow toward the knee. Round your back up like a cat stretch, and then reach out and lengthen. Exhale as you round your back. Inhale as you stretch away. One more on this side. Take the hand and the leg to the diagonal and hold. Stabilize. Strong abs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center and lower the hand and knee down. Take a child's pose, or you can come up into downward facing dog. So either one of these is a great option, as long as your down dog feels like a nice recovery stretch and there's no pain on your shoulders or wrists. So either pose, 3 more breaths. They're both a great stretch for that upper back and shoulder for your lats. All right, let's come back up. So we're coming into a seated position, and you can certainly use a chair for this next sequence. If that feels better for you to hop up and have a seat in your chair. So we're sitting tall. Start with your back straight up and down. You can sit on a blanket, and you can bend your knees at about 90 degrees. It's okay if your feet are flexed or if your feet are relaxed down. So nice tall spine. We'll lean back any amount so you can feel your core working. Pick up the right leg, pick up the left. Now you could also hold your small weights in front of your body for a little bit of shoulder work here. Up, down, up, down. We're asking our core to stabilize with this. So level 1, 1 foot remains on the floor at all times with this exercise. Level 2, your feet are up and we add the leg. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Your toe can touch the mat also here. Straighten, bend. So don't feel the need to go to that advanced option if your body's not ready for it. That's quite all right. Both exercises are great no matter which one you choose. 3 more each side. 2 more. Last one each side. And then relax. If you have your weights, set them down. Sit back up straight. Reach your right hand behind you. Left arm over, twist. So if you're sitting in your chair, you can just be seated normally in your chair and rotate to the right side. Good. Let's take our twist to the left. Reach the left hand behind you. Nice long spine. Keep lifted. Really rotate and look over your shoulder behind you. Nice neck mobility. All right, come back to center. We are going to roll onto our back, and having a little bit of a blanket underneath your hips might work really nice for you. Also have a hand weight, whatever size you want to use, have that close. So what I'm going to do is roll down onto my back, and I'm going to situate this blanket right under my pelvis. That way, when I lift my knees up to table, it kind of helps me to keep my pelvis neutral. So you can use one weight into both hands, holding it like this, or you can use two weights. So you can also keep your feet on the mat. The weights start at our chest, and we reach above the head any amount. Now you might just stop here. You might go further. You might straighten your arms out. So I want you to go from this position, chest, any amount, and see what works best for your body. And it's okay if you just lift up a little bit and you stop right in front of your face. So our goal is to keep the core stabilized here. This exercise is called the pullover. It works our lat muscles, that big muscle in the back body, as well as the triceps. So now that you've found your range of motion that works okay, and you might be doing that without weights, as you reach over the head, send your right leg out any amount. Now your left foot can be down. Bring it back in. Send your left leg out any amount and bring it in. So alternating legs, find a good tempo for you. Reach as you send the leg and bring it back in. We're strengthening, lengthening, and stabilizing. All three of our theme goals here in class today. Now, if it bothers your low back to extend a leg, you can just straighten it right up to the ceiling, and there's not a lot of stress on the lower back. Again, those feet can stay down, and you can just bring one knee up. Arms can stay at any angle. Let's just do about another 30 seconds here. Sometimes these are known as shootouts. In Pilates, it's the single leg stretch. Three more. Two. And one. All right. With your weights, take them straight up. And we're going to open the arms wide like a fly and back in. I'm going to have to slide a little bit away from my screen here. So it's out wide and close together. Feet can be down. We're working the chest muscles, the front of the shoulders. Strengthening those muscles and lengthening them as we open out, stabilizing the core. Now, one arm at a time. Right side goes open. Pull it up. Left side, open. So notice how this affects your core connection. It's not too bad when your feet are on the floor, but if you bring your knees up to table, you're going to feel that challenge as the arm opens out. The body wants to tip that way, so you really have to fire your core so you don't roll to your side. Open and up and open. If your weights are too heavy, bend your elbow and come down and press up, other side, down. So are you wondering if we're going to add something else? You know me too well. So as the right arm opens, the left leg extends to the front. Left arm, right leg. It's very similar to bird dog, but laying on our back. Now you can leave out any of this progression. I want you to choose the one that you feel very successful with, and then just really rock it. Let's do 3 more each side. If your feet are on the mat, looks like this. I did the wrong leg. 1 more each side. And relax. Let's bring those weights down. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg out. This is our nose to knee pose. We can bring our head up. Pull your abs in tight. It's a great release for your lower back. We see this in yoga called wind relieving pose. If your head is up, set it back down. Switch your legs. Option to curl up. One more breath. Head comes down. Both knees come back into the chest. Squeeze them in. So if you have that blanket under your pelvis, you might really need it for the next exercise. Or you can take your hands and you can tuck them right underneath your tailbone area to help you stabilize your pelvis if you need that. So we're going to take the legs and move them away from the body. 3, 2, 1. Bring them back in. 3, 2, 1. Come in. Now, if this is still way too challenging for you on your core, we're just going to bring one knee up and then the other knee up. So that's a wonderful option. If you can go further, legs straighten. 3, 2, 1. Pull up. Arms can be by your side to help you stabilize, but try not to use them too much. You can turn your palms up to the ceiling. That way you're not using your arms excessively. Remember, the bent knee is really good. Let's do 6 more. Down, 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 and up. 5. Up. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Hug your knees into your chest. All right, we're coming back into a twist. So right knee in, left leg extended long, like we're in our wind relieving pose. Take that knee with your left hand and bring it across your body and rotate. So your right hand is out. You're looking towards your right hand. We have a nice twist. And I want you to take 3 cleansing breaths. So what a cleansing breath is, we're going to inhale as fully as we can into our lungs. Take a big deep breath. Open your mouth and say, 2 more. Breathe in. 1 more. Cleansing the lungs. Inhale. Come back to center. All right, let's switch. Left knee into the chest. Right leg goes long. Wind relieving pose. Take the right hand. Bring that knee across, open your left arm out and look toward your left hand. Find a really good twist here. 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale forcefully through the mouth. Last breath. Bring those knees back to center. Set both of your feet down on the mat, hands by your side. We'll lift up, bridge, and down to the glutes. Up, bridge, and down. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Hold it at the top. So this is a great opportunity. If you have this blanket here, you're going to pull it out from under your hips. Holding that bridge. Tiny lifts right at the top. Up, 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 up. Maybe not using your arms, reaching them up toward the ceiling. Squeeze through your glutes. I want you to feel the work in the backs of the legs. We're strengthening here. We're lengthening here. And we're stabilizing here. Up, up. Last 10, 9, 8. Bridges are so good to strengthen our core. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Now slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time, tucking your tailbone underneath to press your low back down into your mat. Then we'll hug those knees back into the chest. So we'll do some very gentle rolling like a ball. And this exercise isn't for everybody. So if you say, no, I can't do this, then I want you to just find a seated position any way that feels comfortable for you. So we're going to hold behind our legs, bring our knees in close, then push our heels away from us and see if you can come up a little bit. And then roll back down. Then eventually you'll get enough power to roll yourself all the way up. I didn't quite get there yet. And come all the way up. Very nicely done. Okay, so last week we talked about how hard it is for some of us to sit on the mat and keep our back straight. So you can use a blanket or a block to sit on, and this is going to be really helpful. So we'll bring our knees out with quite a bit of bend in our knees. So whatever position feels good for you here. Your feet can be flat or you can lift your toes up. We're going to try to reach our hands in the middle and stretch. Now this is really tight for me in my low back. It might be for you as well. You can do this sitting in a chair. So you can sit down in your chair, open your knees out, and then just reach your body forward. So let's just see where we can go here. Then where are you feeling the tightness? For me, it's big time in my lower back, so I'm going to be really careful. Just finding that edge, not going too far. Okay, let's come back up. Now keep your left knee like it is, but try to straighten out your right leg. And you might not be able to get it all the way straight, but that's okay. You can have any amount of bend in it. Let's go back down again. This changed the situation for me a little bit. Now I'm feeling my hamstring more, my lower back a little less, but that sensation is still there. If you're super tight, you might be clear up here. You might have your hands behind you, trying to press yourself forward with your hands. Okay, come back up. Let's make a switch. So your right knee bends, your left leg extends out. Maybe your feet are closer. So find this angle that works best for your body. Sit tall and reach. Ooh, tighter side. We find those little imbalances in our flexibility. All right, come back up. So we did both knees bent. We did one knee bent on each side. Now let's go both legs as straight as you can. Now sit up really tall. Use that blanket underneath your hips if you need to. Bring your hands in front or behind, and let's stretch. And be really patient with yourself. This is not easy to maintain our flexibility at any age, but especially for the aging population, it's really hard. So we're doing this together as a team. We're doing our best, and we're being easy on ourselves. One more breath. And walk yourself up. Take a side stretch over. Other side. And center. Goalpost arms, pull your elbows back. Inhale, reach up. Press the palms together. Thumbs come down into the heart as we pause to celebrate our time together today, our hard work, our dedication to the health of our mind and our body. The light and peace that resides within me honors the light and peace in each of you. Namaste.